What's going on, YouTube? It's James with Shyhammer Fantasy Battle Report. Got another battle report for you today. It is Mayhem in the Mountains, round number 2, 2019. Guys, what's going on? Alright, so game 2, guys. So game 1, I ended up playing Ryan Dorsey. He ends up winning something at the end. I'll tell you about that later on when we get to game 5. But going into game 2, I'm playing against somebody who also had a big win, game 1, which is right here. Mr. Wesley King. Guys, Wesley King has been a fan of my channel for quite a long time. He's been commenting ever since God knows how long I remember. But Wesley was excited to play me in a rematch because we actually fought once before right here in this picture in Wicked GT. This was in Wichita, Kansas. And yeah, we were playing. I was playing a little bit more. This is when I was more rusty, but I had more of a gun line. And in this game specifically, he knew he was going to play me, and Euron was telling him on the trip on the way there, whatever you do, don't let James charge you with the K-Pack. James will charge you, and James will kick your ass with the K-Pack. Well, Wesley didn't see it coming, but the K-Pack ended up fucking up his day. Killed off his Empire wagon, which is this Stegadon here. Ended up killing off a bunch of his crossbows. Ended up killing off whatever. I ended up killing, I think, like 4 units, but more or less, it ended up ruining his day, and I ended up getting a win on him that game. So, Wesley, here's a picture of me versus Wesley. And Mike was so gracious to take a bunch of pictures, and this is actually pretty awesome. Yeah, this is Wesley's a little bit more prepared for the K-Pack this time around. He knows what killed him last time, and he came here like gunning for the K-Pack. But anyways, let's go over what Wesley has. Let's go over what I have. All right, so here's Wesley's list. He has the Quada Lord. He's bringing a Saurian Ancients army this time around. He has the Quada Lord, Talisman of Void, Totem of Mixotl. I don't know how to say that. Master of Reality, Path of Divination. So this is the number one thing I was like, what divination? Not Druidism? Okay. He has 33 Saurus Warriors. He has 25 Temple Guard. These are 2 giant bricks of Saurus, basically, lizards. His Saurus Warriors do have the Serpent Totem. So basically, they're faster agility. The Temple Guard do have Rending Banner, so of course they're going to be Strength 6 AP2. Raptor Riders, he has 6 of them. All right, and that's his scoring units right there. Those 3 scoring units, that's it. Basically, he's running kind of a semi-Death Star with 2 units that are just so big that it's hard to deal with. He has a Pterodon unit, another Pterodon unit, 2 Weapon Beasts. One's a Salamander, one's a Spearback, a Taurosaur that has the Engine of the Gods, and 1 Stygiosaur. So he has a good split of spells, but overall, he just has 2 bricks. So he goes ahead and he deploys, and here's a picture of all his stuff. Those 3 bases, those are the Pterodons. He doesn't have the models for them, but he has his Raptors right there. He has the Salamander right there. Over here he has his Spear block. He has his Spear back on top. He has that 1 dinosaur that's on a brown base in the background. That's his Stygiosaur. Then he has his Engine of the Gods. He has his Temple Guard. And then he has his other Pterodons, which he didn't have the models for, so he's just using like Vampire Strigoi guys. As for deployment, I don't have a picture of my deployment. I have it after the first charge, so I'll just get to that really quick. We're playing Encircle, and we're playing Flag Scenario. Okay, so knowing that right off the bat, I think he picked sides, so I just dropped everything to go first. Knowing that I outshoot him, I'm going to try to take advantage of that. Try. But here's my Vanguards. I Vanguard up my dogs like so, up 12 inches, and part of this was because I had one opportunity. He Vanguarded his Pterodons on the left first, I want to say. He did that first because I dropped everything. Right, so I moved my dogs forward. I had the ability of just moving back and just shooting him for a couple turns. I really did have that ability. I do outshoot him, but the problem is he has a lot of high armored stuff against my Pyromancy. It's really not going to do too much. And I was kind of like, well, this might be a way to get rid of these Pterodons right off the bat. So we're going to go into turn 1. Turn 1, Orcs and Goblins. Orcs and Goblins, turn 1. K-Pack's charging in into those pterodons. And I don't care if he flees, because if he flees, he's only like a leadership 5, and he'll probably run off the table. If he passes, if he doesn't flee, I'm just going to ram the shit out of him. And the reason he did this was because he wanted to get rid of the K-Pack. He put his Raptor Riders right there on the left side, so even if I charge in, I can't overrun anywhere, and basically he's going to just charge me with his Raptor Riders. Well, I was like, alright, fine. I'm going to charge. He lets it go through. I get in. Boom! Like so. And here's a better picture of my deployment. Alright, so first thing I do is I go ahead and I just move the dogs up. I move the dogs right in front of the Raptor Riders. I put them in a situation where only about 2 Raptor Riders should not be able to get through. Maybe 1 should not be able to get through, but basically it'll close the door towards my dogs, allowing my K-Pack to further threaten. His Salamander's right there, so now his Salamander can't walk forward to nuke my Savages. And his Saurus Warriors are also chaffed. So I'm chaffing 3 units with 1 unit of dogs. Basically on the right side, Koopa just marched up to the right side because his Pterodons actually vanguarded backwards away from Koopa and the Pyromancy from Baxter. So that allowed Koopa just to kind of go in a flank, and I'm just threatening his flank, which means he's probably just going to have to turn. So right now I feel like I have board superiority. I have like control of the board on the flanks. The centers, I don't have to move up fast. That's what I kept telling myself. I don't have to move up fast. I can spend a couple turns just shooting them down, but it is flag scenario, and to get through those units is a lot. It is a lot to get through those 2 bricks, or even the 1-up armor knights is just a joke. So let's see how that goes. Magic. Go ahead and for Pyromancy, I want to say I have Flaming Swords, rerolls to hit, and 2 of the missiles. I didn't take Salvo. I really should have took Salvo, and I beat my ass for that one. But the reason I took more buffs was because on my Wizard Crown I took Quicksilver Lash, and I ended up doing the Quicksilver Lash. It was kind of a last-minute thing. I threw it out there. I'm like, I'll just get rid of these Raptor Riders. Go ahead and I throw it at the Raptor Riders. He lets it go through, and I was like, son of a bitch, I was supposed to not do that. I should have done it on the engine. But the reason I was thinking this is like, I'll probably kill like 1 or 2. No, I killed like 3 or 4. Allows him to actually get away from the chaff now, which was he was like, okay. But I killed a lot to the point where this unit's kind of pathetic now. Over here, shooting with my bazooka in the Horde, or not the Horde, the BGKs. I did give him Flaming Swords. I'm going to go ahead and shoot into his Temple Guard that are on the hill. End up doing 2 wounds. I do think that I missed this on this shot. He had hard target on the unit, and I shot him with no hard target penalty, so these 2 wounds wouldn't have mattered. Not that it really matters in the long run, but you'll see why later. And over here, close combat, my K-Pack just destroyed his freaking Raptors, or his Pterodons. I go ahead and I turn to his Raptor Riders. Go start off his turn. Saurian Ancients. Turn number 1. Turn number 1, guys. So first off, he's going to go ahead and charge into my K-Pack. And as you can see, there's 1 less because I stand and shot. And I actually killed 1 with the stand and shoot. God. All right. Over here, he charges the Saurus Warriors into the dogs, of course. And there's not much else he could move. He moved the Salamander around the chaff like he could, as much as he could at least. And basically, he's going to turn to face Koopa. Magic, he ends up getting a 4 on the Flux, goes ahead and he does an unerring strike, but gets it with 555s, which means he's going to take 2 hits, and he ends up taking 2 wounds onto his Slan. Like I said, he doesn't have Druidism, so he's not able to recover any of the wounds he's taking, so I'm just like, fuck it, do your unerring strike. He does it on the Black Orcs out of all the targets, does it on the Black Orcs, and only kills 1 Black Orc. Over here, close combat. I ended up doing like 3 wounds, but he made all 3 armor saves. He ends up doing like 3 wounds to my K-Pack. K-Pack runs, he chases, I don't rally, I lose the unit. He was so excited to get rid of the K-Pack so early in the game. I was so excited to get rid of one of his chaff units early in the game. It's going to start off turn 2, Orcs and Goblins. And guys, I'm going to give you on a 3-second warning on a 3, 2, 1. Wog! I wog. Alright, now I'm charging the trolls on the right side. They pass their stupidity. I'm going to charge them into his Engine of the Gods. If I get into the Engine of the Gods, overrun into the Salamander, I actually think I could get into a flank of the Salamander, and it'll put me out of line of sight of all his shit. And I charge the Savages, it looks like into the Salamander, which wasn't that far. He fled with the Salamander, which is great because I don't have to worry about getting shot. I can't redirect because everything's too far away. So just basically on the Trolls. Trolls need a 9. Fail it. I get like a 4. Alright, on Swift Stride. Go ahead and do Magic. I got a 4 in the Flux. Go ahead and I give these guys Flaming Sword. I do a bubble Flaming Sword, so I get it to both the Bazooka and the Horde. Bazooka, the Green Guard, and the BGKs. Go ahead and I shoot it into the freaking Stegodon, the Engine of the Gods. Only does 1 wound. I did multiple wounds for the record, but it just only 1 went through his armor. And yeah, that is it. It's going to start off his turn. Saurian Ancient's turn number 2. He's going to countercharge me. Now, as you can see on the right side, I chaffed him with Koopa. Some expensive chaff there. I basically was hoping that if he charges in with Koopa, which he is, he's going to charge Koopa. It's a front charge. Only about 2 to 3 guys are touching him, right? That's what I'm hoping. So I don't have to fight a whole squad of 6 wide, 18, 20 something attacks, whatever it is, strength 6. I'm only going to be fighting like 5 or 6 or maybe max 9 attacks, right? Which shouldn't be that much. All right, he's charging his Engine and his Saurus Warriors all into my Black Orcs. He's hoping that if he covers enough frontage, he could overrun into the flank of my Trolls. I'm hoping that since he's doing all these, he can't chaff my Trolls, and I'm going to be able to get into the flank of him because I don't think he's going to kill all my Black Orcs. I don't really care if he charges the Black Orcs. Now, on the left, he needs a 6 on the charge with the Saurus Warriors. Okay, so he needs 2 dice to reach 6. The Engine needs a lot less, right? Well, what ends up happening is he rolls the dice and his freaking Warriors fail. His Engine goes in, boom, alone, and he's like, shit, I'm going to lose my Engine. I'm like, yeah, you are. So his Pterodons do chaff. They end up running right in front of my Trolls. I think that he was doing this just to protect the Warriors, if Koopa sticks, from getting flanked by the Trolls, which is a smart move. Magic got a 3 in the Flux. He goes ahead and gives these guys like scrying, and I kind of have to let it go through at that point. He gives this guy, what is it, Know Thy Enemy? Yeah, he does. Know Thy Enemy onto the Engine, and basically, let's go into shooting. His Spearback shoots into the freaking Trolls, does a wound or 2. Actually killed a Troll. So kills a Troll. Over your impact hits, ends up killing 5 of the Black Orcs. Now, I go with Black Orcs. I'm figuring, before I show you the next picture, I'm figuring my General makes way. My General hits him normally on 2s, but I'm going to hit him on 3s now because of his stupid spell, right? And I'm going to be wounding him on 3s. So I have 5 attacks. I should, on average, he won't have an armor save. I should, on average, maybe do 2 to 3 wounds with my General, right? So I roll the dice. I roll like a 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, and a 3. I go and I roll that one. I do like a wound. But before that, I did that attack with my Lord. I picked my extra hand weapons on my unit because I'm figuring if I did 2 to 3 wounds, I'm going to leave him with like a wound or 2 left, and I could just finish him with the unit, right? Well, since my General whiffs, I go ahead and I swing with my Black Orcs, and I don't fucking kill him. He thunderstomps me, he hits me, and he just kills a shit ton of my fucking Black Orcs. God damn! I do pass my stubborn check, stubborn 9. And that kind of sucks because this would have been a good turn to kill it on his turn, my turn, reform, and charge something else. That's not what happened. Basically, I'm stuck here with a stupid Stegodon that won't fucking die. Alright. Over here, some more bullshit happens. Alright. I go ahead and I challenge. Of course, he declines. I'm going to go ahead and swing away with Koopa into his fucking guys. I end up killing 5 guys, right? Now, he goes back and he ends up doing 3 wounds. Alright. Now he has a charge, 3 wounds, 2 banners, 2 ranks. He's winning by 3. I did 5. I am stubborn 8. I fucking roll a 10. Alright. Koopa runs away. Now I have Swift Stride, and I roll a 10, but so does he. And he ends up catching fucking Koopa. What the fuck? What the fuck? Come on, Koopa. I didn't care if Koopa died this game. For the record, I did not care if Koopa died this game. What I wanted Koopa to do was just sit there for a couple rounds and do a couple more damage to these Temple Guard. I needed to whittle away as much of the Temple Guard as I possibly fucking could, and I couldn't do shit. As you can see, I killed off maybe 5 to 7 guys or so, but that was it. That was it. Imagine right here if the fucking Black Orcs would have finished off the Taurosaur, and I could have just turned him. He wouldn't have even chased Koopa. He wouldn't. But both those combats suck fucking donkey balls. Donkey balls. Alright. Turn 3. Orcs and Goblins. Orcs and Goblins, turn 3. And for the record, I'm just going to go back to this picture here. This combat, or this charge right here, where he charged in with the frickin' Taurosaur, the minute the Taurosaur went in alone, he was screaming. And I mean, he was screaming in the freaking room. I just fucking lost. I didn't make this charge. God, it was a 6 on the dice and I failed this charge. You're going to 20-0 me, James. You're going to win. You're going to win. You're going to kill my Taurosaur. I didn't do shit. I didn't do shit. I lost Koopa and I lost a good chunk of my fucking Black Orcs to one fucking thing. God damn. All right, let's move on. Let's see where would I leave off? Koopa's dead. Turn 3. Saurian or Orcs and Goblins. Orcs and Goblins. Turn 3. Well, I am gonna charge with the Savages. Savages need a 9 on the dice to get into his fucking Saurus Warriors. If I hold them up, I'm just gonna try to do as much damage as possible. Black Orcs will finish off the fucking Taurosaur. I charge Trolls into the Pterodons. One of the great things, I'm going to show you the next picture. Savages fail the charge, by the way. I think he does rally with the Salamander. But one of the best things about what happened on the right side with Koopa, like I said, Koopa was chaff. Since he chased Koopa, his guys are looking to the right side alone. And ain't nobody on that side after the Trolls charge the Pterodons. Trolls will overrun past the fucking Temple Guard, and he has to waste a turn by turning around and moving again. So I'm just like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to get out of his line of sight of everything. All right? So I charge Trolls into the Pterodons. I'm just going to try to overrun into that Salamander. Maybe I'll get it. Maybe I won't. Who knows, right? Magic, nothing really happens. Shooting, I'm going to go ahead and shoot into his fucking his Temple Guard. I end up killing off 2 of his Temple Guard with the BGKs. Over here, close combat. As you can see, he killed off a little bit more of my Black Orcs, but my General did finish him off this time. And I just go ahead and I reform the unit. But as you can see, that unit is just 11 guys. Now, 10 guys in the General, which is not much. He ended up killing 13 of my fucking Black Orcs with that stupid Taurosaur. My Trolls end up killing off his Pterodons, but they overrun right into the Salamander. But as you can see, he did kill another Troll, which is, I'm just fucking failing those regions, failing those armors. He ended up killing 2. But it's fine. It's fine. And, yeah, that's how it looks. It's going to start off his turn. Saurian Warriors, or Saurian Ancients, turn 3. Saurian Ancients, turn 3 is going to charge his fucking Spear Block into the Trolls. I'm kind of like, alright. I mean, not much I can do about that. Like, whatever. I'm just hoping that no matter what he does, I'm just going to try to kill that fucking Salamander so I have one more unit less to worry about. Trolls aren't scoring, so I don't care if he kills them for flag scenario, but he gets in, boom. Only 2 guys are touching my Troll. Alright. He tried to charge on the left there with the Raptors into the flank of my the Green Guard on the bottom. He fails that charge. I think he needed a 10 or 11 on dice. He rolled a 9. And then his Temple Guard did move up like I said they would. They're just trying to get into better position, right? His Salamander, I want to say, walked in front of my Savages, blocking my flank charge with the Savages. And he's also going to be able to shoot there. And that's what he does. Shooting. Kills off a bunch of my Savage Orcs. That's all that happens. The combat up there, or the magic, I'm sorry, I'm missing a whole phase here. The magic up there, I don't have pictures of it, but what he ends up doing is he ends up throwing up scrying on his Saurus Warriors. I'm like, okay. He's like, I'm going to throw up Know Thy Enemy. I'm like, okay. He's like, you're going to be hitting me on 6s. I'm like, puke. Oh, the fucking Trolls puke on the Salamander. I don't even actually kill the Salamander. I do 2 wounds out of the 3, but I end up doing stomps onto the Saurus Warriors, kill off 2 of them, and that's all that happened on that turn. It's going to start off turn 4, Orcs and Goblins. Oh, for the record, just to clarify, he has a charge, 3 ranks, and a banner. He did maybe 5 wounds. I made every single armor save and regen save. He was like, are you fucking kidding? I said, nope, all 5. So then when I did 3 wounds and 2 stomps, it was a tie. he was like, holy shit. He's like, you just stuck there. I said, yeah, I just stuck there with trolls. And now it's start my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 4. Orcs and Goblins turn 4. I'm going to charge in. I'm going to charge in with the freaking Black Orcs into his fucking Saurus Warriors. Even though it's not going to be that many touching. Hopefully my general does a couple wounds. I'm going to kill a Salamander with the fucking Savages. But the one trick he did not see coming up my sleeve was I'm going to use my Relentless Banner on my fucking Forest Goblins and walk right in front of his Temple Guard. Fuck those fucks. I walked my Pyromancy Wizard, Baxter, outside of the unit. He's on the hill still on the right side. Ain't nothing going to happen to Baxter. Bazooka's chilling behind the hill. Bazooka's actually 24 inches from his Raptor Riders. I turn my other unit around to face the Raptor Riders. I'm going to shoot everything I can into them. Hopefully either cause a panic or just kill the last two guys. Alright. Magic. Got a 6 on the flux. Not much happens. I try to just buff up the units so I can hit them better, I believe, but I'm just too far out of the way, so I just try to do magic missiles into his other guys. Go ahead and do a fireball into a Stygiasaur. I end up doing a wound. That was all that really happened there. But shooting, fucking Bazooka and the Green Guard end up whack getting 2 fucking ones and killing his fucking Raptor Riders. Screw those fucks. Screw them up their stupid asses. Over here, close combat. Since not many of my Black Orcs were touching, he ended up killing 5 of my Black Orcs and 5 wounds on my Trolls. My guys go back, and it looks like I did roughly about like 16 wounds or some shit like that. I did a shit ton of wounds. We're going to stick there, both of us. I think he's steadfast. I won, maybe, or vice versa, or was very low. Is pretty close, probably. He did 5, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it looks like he has like 12 or 13 combat res, and if I did 17, he lost by very little, like 4. He does have Guiding Light up, and we're going to stick there for this round, but as you can see, I could just hold up for another round. It's going to start off his turn. Turn 4, Saurian Ancient. Saurian Ancient's turn 4, he's going to charge the BGKs here. He kind of has to get him out of the way. He's going to charge a Stygiasaur into my Trolls, and basically Magic. Magic, he got a 6 on the flux. He does all the buffs again. He tries to give him freaking scrying, know thy enemy. I think I let know thy enemy off and I stopped scrying. I forgot what happened. But he has Awaken the Beast. I think I binding scrolled that. I don't even remember anymore, to be honest. But close combat, he ends up just punking my Black Orcs. He kills every single fucking Black Orc before I get to swing because he has that Serpent Totem. He ends up doing, it looks like 6 wounds onto my Trolls, and that's like 11 fucking wounds right there. I barely do like 2 wounds back, maybe 3. I'm going to lose this combat. Now, I lose big. I mean, he has Banner. The rank doesn't matter, but he did like 11 wounds. I probably did like 4, maybe 3 back. His stupid Stygiasaur kind of fucked me up, to be honest. And I'm going to run, right? Because it's just, that's it. Now, if he chases with his Saurus Warriors, he's going to lose his Saurus Warriors to a flank charge by the Savages. He knows this, so he's going to turn his Saurus Warriors around. He's just going to chase the Trolls with the Stygiasaur, and that's what ends up happening. He catches the Trolls with the Stygiasaur. My General runs, and my General doesn't run that far. My General runs right there, as you can see, as he reformed to face the Savages, okay? Which is great, because if the General charged, like, say, 3 inches or fled 2 inches or whatever, I would have been probably blocking my own charge. But he just got out of range of my charge from the Savages. Now, it is pretty dangerous to charge a freaking, like, it looks like 16 Saurus Warriors with fucking spears. But right now, it is flag scenario, and all I've done was killed 1 unit, and he's killed 1 unit of mine. That is kind of where my brain is at the moment. I'm like, I have to kill 1 more of these units, and I don't think I'm going to be able to kill these Temple Guard because their armor save is just really damn good. I'm like, right now is my one chance. So I'm like, all right, I mean, that's what it is. Close combat with the Temple Guard versus the Forest Goblins. He does kill like half of my Forest Goblins. They run this way. He turns around to face my General. It's going to start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 5. Orcs and Goblins turn 5. I failed my Frenzy anyway, so I'm going in with the Savages. Come on, Savages. They get in. Boom! Like so. All right. Now, the Forest Goblins rally. My Bazooka, or my General rallies alone, might I add. Bazooka walks up to where the Temple Guard are, and basically what I'm going to try to do is just shoot past the Temple Guard and try to kill his fucking Stygiasaur. So that's what the Green Guard on the bottom is doing. That's what Baxter's doing, and that's what Bazooka's doing. They're all right there, just trying to shoot that stupid Stygiusaur, get rid of his ass. Magic, go ahead and I do a Quicksilver Lash. I throw it right at the Stygiusaur, does a couple wounds onto him. But the Pyromancy really didn't do shit. And that's basically how it looks. I think I shot him for one more wound. Over your close combat, impact hits. Boom! Does 3 wounds on just impact hits alone. He's going to swing back. And he has, again, Know Thy Enemy. He has, it looks like maybe like Awaken the Beast or Guiding Light. That's probably what he has. All right. So I'm probably hitting him, I want to say on 5s. That's exactly what I was doing. I was hitting him on 5s. And he's hitting me on like 3s, okay, with rerolls on 1s and all this stupid shit. So he does all his attacks first. Of course, he's a faster initiative. He did, I want to say, roughly like, I don't know, 28 attacks, roughly, I think it was. I want to say that's what it was. But he ended up doing like, say, 15 hits, but only 6 wounds. Out of 6 wounds, I ward saved 1. He did 5 wounds. I go back hitting on 5s, but I do have battle focus, and I go ahead and I roll, and I fucking do like 9 wounds back. He's like, what the fuck, James? So I did 9 wounds in combat, plus 3 from the impact. That's 12 wounds, plus the rank, plus the banner. He's gonna fucking run. He's like, you gotta be kidding me. You just fucked me up with some Savage Orcs. I'm like, yep. I'm gonna chase him. And now here's the scary part. If I overrun anything shitty, actually, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter right now. It doesn't matter. If I run anything, he's going to be chaffed by my general. So my general is chaffed right now. So I'm like, I'm just going to run, but I'm going to overrun far as fuck anyways. I run an 11 out of his line of sight of all his shit. And as you can see, that's exactly how the table looks right now. Nothing is looking at his temple guard except for the general, which is going to be chaff at the moment. And it's going to start off his turn, Saurian Ancient's turn 5, and he's going to charge into my general. All right, so he's charging my general. He's charging his Saurus... Stygiusaur into my into Baxter. I actually fled with Baxter. I was like, fuck this. I have a 2-time chance to kind of make him rally with my with Bazooka there, but I think he either failed the redirect or he just failed the charge on the redirect. It didn't matter. I was gonna just stand and shoot him anyways. Magic got an 8 on the flux, gives his guys a bunch of buffs, but I think I just stopped his. He threw up like Scrying and Know Thy Enemy against my general, and at the same time. Right now, he's not going to kill my general. I don't think he'll kill my general. But right now, I don't care if my general can't kill his guys. I just need to keep my general alive. So that's basically what I'm stopping. Is I'm stopping Awaken the Beast. And I'm stopping, I think, what is that called? Stars Align. So I'm just like, fuck it. Let him do what he needs to do. Right? So as you can see, he has Know Thy Enemy up. He has Scrying up. Okay. So he goes into combat. My general still kills 2 of his guys. 2 of them. He cannot do a fucking wound to my general. He just can't. All right? He did like maybe 3 wounds or 2 wounds, and I ward saved them both, and he was just like, what the fuck? He goes, all right, well, I have a charge, 2 ranks, 2 banners, you have 2 wounds. All right? So you lose by 3. General's leadership 9, Bazooka's right there, I roll a 6. He's like, son of a bitch. Okay. That's fine. It's going to start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins, turn 6. Orcs and Goblins, turn 6. My magic, because I don't really have much movement. I actually walk my savages behind the hill, so that way if he does kill my general, he just can't turn around and kill my savages. Also, I can't be frenzy baited to fight something I don't want to fight. So, I just walk behind the hill, just keep it safe. All right, now I have the objective. I have the Savage Orcs, and I have the Green Guard. I killed his 2 units. I'm just going to hold on to the objective, all right? So magic, got a 5 on the flux. Go ahead and bring the pain onto my general, and I do a bunch of magic missiles onto the fucking Stygiusaur. Okay, Stygiusaur still alive. This combat right here, I fucking whiff. I mean, I seriously fucking whiff. Even with Bring the Pain, I fucking whiff, okay? So now he has 2 ranks, 2 banners. He's winning by 4. I need a rerollable 5. I fucking make it the second time. He's like, are you fucking kidding me? One of his mistakes here, though, was even though he won combat, he forgot to slide his Slan over, so he got less attacks in at the general, which kind of bit him in the ass a little bit here. It's going to start off turn 6. Turn 6, or Saurus Warriors. This is the last fucking turn of the game. Last fucking turn of the game. He's going to charge his Stygiusaur into my squad, the Green Guard. I fucking stand and shoot, and I kill the fucking guy. I kill him. I had to. I could not flee. If I flee with that unit, I'm afraid that I'm just going to lose them in it. Or actually, I could have flee, but I'm going to just lose the points anyways. So I just stand and shoot, and I kill him. It was a far charge. I think he needed double 6s to get it. I needed fucking 6s to wound and 6s to hit anyways, but I got him. And he only had 1 wound left after the magic phase anyways last year. Magic phase, he got a 2 on the flux, goes ahead and he gives the guys a bunch of buffs. He does 1 wound onto my general, excuse me, he doesn't kill my general. He does 1 wound onto my general. My general goes back and ends up doing 3 wounds onto him. 3. Now he has 1 rank, 2 banners, and a wound. I do 3 wounds. I lose by 1. My general sticks. Oh, my general held the fucking temple guard for fucking 3 turns of combat, passing all those leadership checks. Holy shit! Actually, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. That alone was fucking badass for me. I just love that he was just the only one there, like, boom, fuck you guys, boom, fuck you guys, boom, and he didn't care. Dread's Iron Legion actually should take the MVP award, but I'm really just giving it to Dread. Dread fucking held it like a boss, and he fucking, not only was he chaff, he held several turns, and Dread gets the MVP award for this fucking game. That was ridiculous. Let's go over some points really quick, and I also have actually some more story about other games going on right now to kind of give you guys an idea of how the tournament is shaping up. Okay, so first off, let's go over the points. As you can see, they've probably been scrolling up already. Dread's Iron Legion took over close to about 1,400 points. They ended up taking out a good chunk of the Saurus Warriors. Dread did take out a good chunk of his Temple Guard. They did kill the Engine of the Gods. So they did a good job. Baxter the Pyromaniac only took about 249 points, which isn't much, but this wasn't an army that you could take much with Pyromancy. The BGKs ended up taking about 294 points. They ended up helping killing that fucking Stygiasaur, which is awesome and funny at the same time, and they acted as chaff. The Foot Clan ended up being the big guns. The Foot Clan ended up taking 651 points, held me the objective, and basically they are my secondary MVP, I think. Koopa was just a fucking fat bastard this game, only 160 points. Cave Trolls stepped up. This Cave Trolls took almost 900 points and held for a turn, which was just ridiculous. K-Pack took 247, but I fucked that up where they could probably took a lot more. And the Green Guard was another one who stepped up, taking 370 points. Guys, overall, the score was a 12-8 before objective, but with objective, I got a 15-5. So holy shit, it's a big win for the Orcs and Goblins. Yes! Now, let's go over what else is going on in this tournament. All right. So right here, as you can see, this is a picture. In the background, I'm fighting Wesley. But David Otero is fighting this guy right here. And David Otero just won. This is my next round opponent for the record. All right. He's a vampire player. He's doing really good this tournament. The guy next to him, not the guy in the blue with the George Washington getup, but the guy he's playing, James Starr. James Starr is from California region and the West Coast region, and he's actually killing it this game. I think he's going to end up playing the first place guy this next round, which that is a very deciding game, I want to say. The first place guy, this guy right here on the left side with the red shirt, Warren. Warren is killing it. He just fought Thomas here, and Thomas was a vampire player. His first opponent, I want to say, was David, because he just played he basically ends up playing 4 vampire players. But basically, he ends up playing Thomas here. He won against Thomas. He won against David. He's going to be playing James the next round. James Starr. Okay? Now, as for my predictions of what was going to happen, and this is honestly just between me and Hermanard. I was talking to Hermanard and Phil Carl about this for probably a couple weeks before the tournament, which was a lot of these people are from the Colorado region. I don't know who they are. I don't know who their better players are. I know Euron and Pablo are their better players. Now, Euron and Pablo fought each other round 1. Euron and Pablo ended up canceling each other out. They got a 10-10. Okay? So that didn't put them in a situation where I'm having to fight them because I already had 2 big wins where they had a 10-10 and then 2 other games that went on. So I'm a little ahead of them, right? The other thing is, from the names I saw on the list that were coming, my biggest threats were Joel Flint, all right, and Omar Corrett, all right. Now Omar's the guy in the back, closest to, or he's playing Pablo on the left side here of the picture. Omar, I see him every single day on Universal Battle. He is practicing his list every single day, and that's what it scares. That's why he scares me. Is this guy is well practiced, and he has probably the most practice in the game compared to anybody in this room. Okay, and he's a man who learns from his mistakes, and he plays strong, right? Joel was supposed to play him. Here's a picture of Joel on the left. Joel was supposed to play him on round 1, but Joel ended up missing his flight for work reasons on round 1, and he couldn't come in until round 2. So Joel ends up playing a comeback game where he ends up starting with 0 points, and from turn 2 on, he ends up just picking up a good chunk of points every round. I don't know how he did against Ryan here. That was actually my first round opponent, Ryan Dorsey, he's playing against. But yeah, so that's the kind of games that I'm watching right now. I'm watching Wharton sitting on the top. Warren stays on top for the whole tournament, to be honest. And then I'm going to have to fight David, who's also up there. I want to say we're on table 2 coming into... No. We're on table 3 coming into round 3, me versus David. And here's a picture of his army with his pumpkin undead theme. And yes, if you guys are keen in the sight, okay, that zombie in the front is doing Thriller. And he said the reason he's doing Thriller is because it's he's the musician. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. I can't wait to make the next couple videos. I want to get these out as soon as possible. I am going to Michigan GT. I still have to sign up for it though. And yeah guys, if you guys would like to show some support to my channel, anything would really be a help. I'm going to be dead honest with you. Anything would be a real big help. So if you guys can, donate to my channel. I have a Patreon set up in the link down below, as well as a PayPal set up. So guys, besides that, hope you guys enjoy. Like, share, and subscribe. I gave you the MVP. Till next time, take care and peace.